a PUD, we would,
We can all rise for the pledge.
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Joette, if you could do the roll, please.
Mr. Graff,
Here.
Mayor Nyer,
Here.
Mr. Wilson,
Here.
Ms. Knock,
Here.
Mr. McMurdo.
I'd like to make a motion to excuse Mr. McMurdo. He informed us he would be absent this evening.
Wilson seconds the motion.
Ms. Knock,
Yay.
Mr. Graff,
Yay?
Mayor Nyer,
Yay.
Mr. Wilson.
Yay. You steal
Has
my
everyone
minutes?
had a chance to review the February 8th meeting minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Mr. Graff,
Yay.
Mayor Nyer,
Yay.
Mr. Wilson,
Yay.
Ms. Knock.
Yay.
Okay. We have visitors from the Drees Company, who we heard from earlier. And then also Elizabeth, how you sick? Lusick. I should know that. From the Mojave Groom Room. No old business, new business. First one is Mojave Groom Room. Joette, if you could read the report on that, please.
Okay, this is an application for a, a zoning and use permit in the downtown redevelopment district, which requires planning commission approval. Let's see, such permits cannot be issued until approved by planning commission under section 114307. The intended use of this business, if this request is approved by planning commission, the applicant intends to use a portion of the first floor existing retail space to open a pet salon and boutique. Mojave Groom Room is a full-service pet grooming salon and retail boutique. MGR for short will specialize in pet care where all animals will be cared for with gentle, friendly, and thorough care. MGR will also carry a variety of pet accessories and retail products. The boutique will spotlight locally made and handcrafted products such as gourmet treats, apparel, collars, leashes, etc. The hours of operation will be Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. with up to 4 employees on site. The building is a 2-story building with apartment space on the second floor and several retail spaces on the first floor. The addition of this business will bring the retail space to, I thought 100%, but I think there's one more space available, right? One more left? Okay. So totaling 4 businesses in the building now, is that correct? Okay. Landscaping, there's no established landscaping on the property. Any future landscaping would be maintained in accordance with the Harrison zoning regulations. Off-street parking is not required in the DRD under section 115908 of the zoning code, and public parking is provided for the building. On-street parking is available in the front and side of the building. No outdoor lighting plan is proposed at this time. The signage, the applicant will be using what I thought was an existing hanging sign arm on the front of the building, which is actually not there, which I found out today. So they are going to replace the sign face with the logo that you see here. And a lighted sign may be added to the building wall in the future. Ms. Halusik could probably elaborate on the sign a little bit once we're done with this portion. If this application is approved, staff would recommend including the conditions below. All waste associated with the business will be disposed of using residential style waste containers. Any dumpster that is used in the future will require planning commission approval. Any future structural, interior, or exterior improvements will require a building permit presented to the Building and Zoning Department for review and approval. Any outside design changes, such as painting of the building or trim, will require a zoning permit filed with the Building and Zoning Department and approved by Planning Commission to ensure that they are in keeping with the historical nature of downtown, the Downtown Redevelopment District. Any future signage will be submitted to the Building and Zoning Department for review and approval according to the Harrison zoning regulations, and no overnight boarding will be permitted at this location.
So I have one question for you, Joette. So she's going to submit for her sign application separately? It's not part of this?
It is not part of this. The logo is there
But she's
for.
going to use this on the existing sign face?
This is the logo, so as far as the design element for downtown, yes, you would approve this design element. But as far as how it's gonna be constructed and hung, we will review that for building safety and zoning.
I just
Yep.
wanted to be sure. Well, I think you got a great location. I've been inside the space. It's very nice. I'm gonna move for approval with the noted, conditions that Joette read at the end, and wish you a lot of luck.
Wilson seconds.
Okay. Ms. Knock?
Yay.
Mr. Graff?
Yay.
Mayor Nyer?
Yay,
Mr. Wilson?
Yay.
Motion approved.
congratulations.
Congratulations. Thank
Congratulations.
you for your patience.
Next on our agenda is a vote on the recommendation to City Council for approval of the zone change from R0 to R1 with a PUD res overlay for the Trailhead development on Edgewood Road. Joette, if you could read the report on that one.
The reason for the request is the applicant is requesting approval to change the zoning on the property from R0 to R1 with a PUD res overlay. The zone change and PUD designation requires approval from Planning Commission and City Council. The Dries Company is requesting the establishment of a PUD with the intent to create a 480 home master plan community. Lots will consist of 47 patio homes, 74 paired patio homes, 20 townhomes, and 342 traditional style homes. A PUD would allow Dries to provide a variety of sought-after home styles on lots sized appropriately based on current market demand. There's a note to please see the attached PUD text approved by our city legal department and the development standards of the city of Harrison, which you all have in your packet. The flexibility in lot sizes, setbacks, et cetera, results in a community with similar overall density to nearby neighborhoods while still retaining a larger percentage of community open space. Approximately 53 acres or 29% of the site. Depending on market conditions, the development is expected to be phased over 10 years from the time development commences. Phases will generally consist of 20 to 60 lots per phase. Building construction will be similar in quality and scope to those examples provided tonight. Front elevations will be predominantly masonry, brick, stone, hardy plank. All materials and colors will be compatible throughout the community. Pedestrian access and circulation, sidewalks will be constructed along the street in front of each home at the time of construction. Community trails will be provided throughout the neighborhood. Some trails will be paved and some will be natural trails depending on the conditions of the area. The Dries Company is actively working with Miami Whitewater Park to make a connection via trails or walking path to the park from the community. Landscaping, street trees will be installed per the residential PUD agreement, and the amenity areas will be professionally designed and landscaped. Entry features and the frontage along Edgewood Road would be landscaped to provide an attractive front door to the community. Efforts will be used to preserve existing trees if possible. The northwest portion of the site contains environmentally sensitive slopes that will be protected. Vehicular access and circulation, all streets shall be public and maintained by the city of Harrison, and street parking will be allowed. Most homes will provide a minimum of 4 parking spaces consisting of garage, driveway, and off-street spaces. Parking will also be provided in the amenity areas. Street lighting will be provided throughout the site using standard street lights. These are specifically designed to prevent excessive light pollution. Entry features, trees, and other landscape features will be illuminated using low-voltage landscape lighting. Amenity areas will feature additional landscape lighting for safety and aesthetics. Trash and garbage shall be placed in individual sanitary containers, stored inside, and shall not be permitted to remain in the public view except on days of trash collection. The amenity areas will use residential type sanitary containers that will also remain shielded from public view except on days of trash collection as well. No permanent dumpsters are permitted in the community. This condition does not apply to temporary dumpsters being used on lots owned by the developer or a builder while construction is actively taking place. The homeowners association, consisting of all dwelling unit lot owners, is required to be established for the entire PUD. The HOA for the PUD shall own and maintain all common areas, facilities, and amenities. The HOA board will review and approve any architectural modifications or site improvements. The HOA will maintain any landscaping, fencing, and monument signs located within the right-of-way. And signage. A ground-mounted sign is proposed for the entrance to the property, along with custom street and stop stop signs throughout the community. Trail and amenity signs are also proposed and will match the design of the other community signs. Our recommendation, staff supports a recommendation to City Council for approval of the RO zoning designation being changed to the R1 zoning designation with the PUD res overlay, with the following conditions. All signage throughout the community will be reviewed and approved by the Building and Zoning Department. All items in the attached PUD text will become part of the approval application, and all plans submitted for approval to Planning Commission and City Council will be approved as presented. Any changes will require a second review and approval.
So I just have one note. It mentioned that on-street parking will be allowed, and that'll be per the city code, depending on the width of the street.
Okay?
This is step one, right?
We have to make a recommendation to council.
Sold real estate for 40 years out here, and knowing we're gonna have real estate out there, and it's gonna be developed eventually, I move to approve this
With the conditions.
with the stipulated conditions.
I'll second.
Mayor Nyer,
Yes, yay.
Mr. Wilson,
Yay.
Ms. Knock,
Yay.
Mr. Graff.
Yay.
Motion approved for a recommendation for approval to City Council.
Okay, and lastly is a vote on the recommendation to City Council for approval of changes to the City of Harrison zoning regulations.
I'd like to make a motion for a favorable recommendation to council for approval of the zone changes.
I will second it.
Second. Mr. Graff.
Yay.
Mayor Nyer,
Yay.
Mr. Wilson,
Yay.
Ms. Knock.
Yay.
Motion approved for a recommendation to City Council to approve the zone changes.
Have anything else for this evening?
Have a safe and happy Easter.
Fish fry, Legion, Friday night. Don't forget it.
And we are adjourned.